Excellency Dr. Theresa A. Moseley is a United Nations Peace Ambassador, United States Army veteran, inspirational and motivational speaker, 12-time best-selling author, 3-time international best-selling author, a 3-time award-winning educator, and a retired educator after 28 years of service. Her Excellency, Dr. Moseley, is the owner and chief executive officer of TAM Creating Ambassadors of Peace, LLC. Her company provides inspirational and motivational speeches to groups looking for ways to resolve conflict in the community, schools, and other organizations wanting to create a peaceful climate and culture. She also provides professional development on transformational leadership.
Welcome. Good night. Oh my goodness. We are super excited to have you guys here with us. Let us know in the chat where you're joining us from. We want to hear where you're watching us from. As you've heard, we're talking Woman of Resilience. And tonight, I can't wait to introduce you to our guest speaker for tonight, Dr. Theresa. Oh my goodness, she's going to really drop the beans, I'm telling you. So let's get right ahead and run into it. And let me introduce you to the star of the show. Welcome, Dr. Theresa. How are you doing?
Welcome to you. Thank you very much for having me. I'm doing fine, thank you.
You are most welcome. You're most welcome. So, Dr. Theresa, we're here. We're talking about resilience, And I have to ask you this question as we always start with, what is your definition of resilience?
Someone who consistently and persistently keeps getting it on, doing it right. Someone who doesn't give up. Someone who has a tenacity to overcome obstacles. That's my definition of resilience.
Wow, awesome. I love it. That's it. You heard it right here. So we're talking resilience, and you just gave your definition, powerful definition at that. Can you tell us about one of those times when you had to be resilient, whether it was within your career or just in life as normal? What was that for you?
Oh, there have been so many times I've had to be resilient, but there's one in particular that I want to share with the audience today. And as you know, I'm a military veteran. I'm an Army veteran. And when I got out of the military, I didn't really have a plan. I knew I wanted to go to college, but I didn't have a blueprint. And I depended on other people, having a roommate and, just sharing with somebody else before I start my career or start, going to school. And what happened is my roommate kind of disappeared when I went to go see my sick father. And this was in Southern California, and it left me homeless. I mean, I literally rode a city bus all day wondering, what am I going to do? Right. And I ended up at the bus driver says, where are you going? And I says, Leisure World. He says, why are you going there? And I looked around and I saw all these wheelchairs and old people. And I said, oh my gosh, I thought this was an amusement park because I saw this big globe, but it was a retirement community. So I cried and I got back on the bus. And then he drove me to this mall. And there is the Crystal Palace Cathedral, which is a church. And there was a club, and then there was a mall with a restaurant, right? And I prayed to God. See, I always go to God when I have problems. I said, God, my roommate left. I don't know where she went. She took my stuff. God, please tell me what to do. And as I prayed and I said, God, I'm homeless right now. I said, if you help me out of this situation, I promise if somebody else is in a situation where they don't have a place to stay, I'll help them too. And when I opened my eyes, I saw the church. And I saw the club, the church and the club. I went to the club. But there I found my guardian angel, someone that provided me a place to stay for 3 days. Talk about resilience. I prayed and I meditated for 3 days. And on that third day, I figured it out. I figured out what I had to do. I need to re-enlist. When I re-enlist, I'll have a job. I'll have a place to stay, I'll have money, and I can start over. But the next time when I get out of the military, I'm going to have a plan. I'm going to have a blueprint. I'm going to be independent. So even though that was a real negative experience, I turned it into a positive one by being resilient, figuring it out. And the next time, the rest is history. I ended up with 3 degrees and 2 homes. And I did help somebody out that didn't have a place to stay.
Wow. Wow. Talk about resilience. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's impressive.
Yes,
Wow.
going from homeless to 2 homes. I woke up
Yeah.
one morning and I said, "Oh my goodness, 40 years ago I was homeless. Now I own 2 homes with 2 luxury cars in my garage." But guess what? I think I was successful, but I wasn't fulfilled. And that's a
Mm,
whole other story. Because now
wow.
I am successful, I am fulfilled, I am prosperous, and I have inner peace.
Wow. I love that. I love that. It's important. I like what you said because there's so many people that are, they're successful but they're not fulfilled. And tell me about what got you thinking, or what was that one thing that you recognized, oh my goodness, is that I what is missing right now is the fulfillment. And when you recognize that fulfillment was missing, what were some of the steps that you took to get you to that place of feeling fulfilled?
It was another problem with, well, my father died, right? When my father died, it crushed me. I almost died. I didn't eat, I didn't drink, I didn't sleep for 2 weeks. And I sat on the floor, and all of a sudden, that second week, something inside of me, it was either the spirit of God or the voice of my father said, "Risa, get up. I'm still with you. Go live in your purpose." And I remember the last thing my father said to me before he died of lung cancer was, "This diploma is worth $1 million. Go take this and go live in your purpose." And so when that happened, I said, okay, I've got to figure out what I knew my voice was my gift, but what am I to do with this voice? So that's when I said, okay, I'm going back to school and I'm going to be a counselor and I'm going to help kids. I went to school, studied counseling, got that master's degree. I said, okay, I need to be an administrator. So I'm going back and I'm getting my PhD in ed admin. I did that, but this is what changed everything. I lost 2 students to violence. One kid was shot to death, and one kid was beat to death in a park. And when I came home in my comfortable, nice home, I said, God, what can I do to make this world a more peaceful place? What can I do to help my students? I started a campaign for no more violence, and that was okay too, but it wasn't enough. And I said, God, I know there's something more that I have to do. And that's when it's connected. Let me go to a master's class. And I went to a master's class, and there my instructor said the quote by Mark Twain: "There are 2 days that are important: the day you were born and the day you find out why." And on that day, my instructor said, "Theresa, what is your gift?" I said, "My gift is my voice. I've known it since I was basically 3 years old. I was singing. 14, I was singing for Girl Scouts. I was quieting troops of Girl Scouts and Brownies when the lights went out and you could hear a pin drop. When I was in the military, I sang with the 9th Division Soldiers Chorus. And now I'm using my voice in speaking and writing. So my gift is my voice." And she says, "Okay, what is your passion?" I said, "I like serving others. I served others as a Girl Scout. I served others in the Army. I served others as an educator. Serving others is my passion. I love helping people." And she said, "So what is your purpose?" And I said, "I believe that my purpose is to make this world a more peaceful place. Because when I speak about peace, people listen, right? When I worked with my kids on what they need to do: communicate, don't retaliate, attack the problem, not the person, have empathy and compassion for others, love your community and serve them well. I'm serving my community, I'm serving my students, but I'm also teaching them how to be more peaceful. So once I discovered that, I started writing more books. I went from 1 to 16. I started speaking all over the world, and I started reaching the masses. And when I started reaching everybody over the world, from Pakistan, from Paris, from London, from Australia, I said, now I feel successful. I feel fulfilled. I am prosperous, and I have inner peace because I know I'm using my gift to help the world. And that's what it's all about. Whatever your gift is, it's not about you. You're going to use that gift to serve other people. And when you do that, we make it simple. It's a Japanese philosophy. If the world needs it and it's your passion, then that's your mission in life. If you're really passionate about something and you want to do it from 9 to 5 or 12 to 12, then that's your purpose. And if the world needs it and you're passionate about it, and you actually can get paid to do it, then that's your divine assignment. That will make you successful, fulfilled, prosperous, and have inner peace. And when there's inner peace within you, there is peace in the world.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's wow. I can listen to you forever. Like, wow. And I can tell that as you speak, you are connected to what you are saying. So, and that's a plus. Yes, because most times people they share and it's very scripted. But
Mhm.
I can tell that this is your life. This is what you are passionate about, and that's amazing. That's so amazing. And having to deal with that trauma of losing those students, I'm sure you felt like they were like children. They were like your children, because you were there, a part of that process, and that must have been hard. But now you've bounced back and you really put it together. Now you're doing something that's more fulfilling, and you're focused on peace. And so tell
Yes.
us about some of the lives that you would have been able to impact so far. You shared earlier that now you're traveling all over the world. You're going to Paris and London and Australia. You're going many places. But tell us about some of the great impact that you're making and what makes it impactful for you.
My God is so good. So I spoke in Paris at a WIN conference, and then I was later. They asked me if you want to speak at the WIN conference in New York City. And when I spoke, this lady from the United Nations was there, and she said, "Oh my gosh, I heard your speech, and I know that they call you the peacemaker, but we need to make you a United Nations peace ambassador." So she nominated me for Peace Ambassador. I went to the training last September, and I'm actually getting inducted into the United Nations Peace Ambassador program May 20th. And I got a badge and uh, an ID and everything. But anyway, I said, okay, what am I going to do with this? Well, New Year's Day, I was at a brunch and I said, God, what can I do? I've written books, I've done speeches, but what can I do, God, to reach more people in the world? Then it came to me, have a Passion Purpose Peace Summit and make it free for the world. That is my big project. That is going to be my annual project. I just finished my first 3-day Passion, Purpose, and Peace Summit. I had 55 speakers from all over the world. And here's the thing, it just wasn't about peace. It just wasn't about world peace. It was about finding self, knowing what you love to do, how to develop a blueprint for whatever it is your divine assignment is, how to network, how to be accountable, how to create generational wealth. Everything that I do now, it's not for me. It's for my children. It's for my grandchildren. It's also for the world. When I leave this earth, they will know that Dr. Theresa had an impact on the world, that she was a peacemaker. So one of the biggest things that I've done so far is the Passion Purpose Peace Summit that went global. And I taught everybody, you need to discover who you are. You need to do what you love to do. You need to develop a blueprint. You need to network. Find a coach. Find someone that can be an accountability partner. Develop long-term goals and short-term goals. Monitor them. Make sure they're measurable, because if they're not measurable, then what's the point? And then make sure you implement what you say you're going to do. And if something happens, let's say one week you didn't do what you said you're going to do, ask yourself the question, why didn't I finish this task? What was it? Was it time? Was I interrupted? And then rethink it for the next week or the next month. When you set goals for yourself and you monitor them, and if you need a coach to help you do that, that's when you're successful. That's when you can really see the fruits of your labor.
Wow. Listen, I love that. I love that. That you're doing what you love, and now you are not only doing it, but you're also inviting others to come along with you. And that's amazing. That's amazing because you're spreading it. It's not only about you, but it's about the reach that you can gain. Kudos to you. Congratulations for this amazing work that you are doing. Thank you so much. So we're going to take a short break. We just want to play a quick ad and then we'll be right back because I'm sure you have so much more to share with us. And we can't wait to hear all that you have to share with us. So stay with us.
Talk about winning in the marketplace and business. You'd be surprised of so many people who have businesses, who have visions and goals, but they're afraid or they don't have the right information to take their business to the next level. Well, I'm excited that this right here is going to be what you need to get the right information so that your business can continue to grow and to increase.
That's right. You're going to get the right information that you need so that your business can grow. If you are in Barbados, then you need to be at NUPW on May 29th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And you're going to get all the information that you need. If you're a woman, you're in business, and you're having some challenges right now in your business, or maybe your business is doing really great, you still need to be in this space, because in this room, you're going to gain a wealth of information, and the foundation is prayer. Yes, the foundation is prayer. This event is hosted by Not Spirit Cafe. You don't want to miss it. It's a small donation of 40 Barbados dollars. It gets you in the room and you gain that information. You feel that transformation as well, because when you come out of that room, your business and your life will never, ever be the same. So we look forward to having you on May 29th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. right at NUPW right here in Barbados. So we're back. Welcome back, Dr. Theresa.
Yes.
Yes. So we're talking resilience. And for those persons who are now joining us, if you're here with us, go ahead. Don't be shy. Drop something in the comments. Show us some love. We see that Natalie is on. Welcome, Natalie. Those of you who are watching, go ahead and comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from so that we can give you that shout out. All right. So now you're pursuing your career. And I say career because you said you were a veteran, but that was that was part of who you are. But what you're really passionate about is being a peace ambassador. That's really where you're able to use your gift to bring the impact that you want to bring. So in that space, as you're pursuing that, did you ever had to work with individuals and to help them to walk in their purpose and walk in their vision? I know you spoke a bit earlier about setting goals and how important that is for you, but tell us about, some of the work you would have done with those individuals in helping them to discover their purpose.
So let me tell you, I was an educator for 28 years, okay? And it was so rewarding being a high school principal because you can help children discover their purpose. And so I want to tell you, this is a true story about a young man that just got out of lockup, right? He's about 6'2". He comes in with his mother. He's not really a student at my school, but he was told he couldn't go back to his home school, so they sent him to me. Of course, they would always send me to kids that were problems because they knew I would take them, right? So the kid sat down and I said, okay. I said, so you just got out of lockup and you're ready to come back to school? He said, yes, ma'am. I said, so do you have a transcript? He said, no. I said, Mom, I said, did he have schooling when he was locked up? She says, I don't know. And so I said, well, how am I to determine what grade you're in? I need some paperwork, right? And he put his head down. And I said, are you okay? So I have the gift of discernment. So let me tell you that. I kind of know things that I shouldn't know. But anyway, I said, how are you feeling, son? And he said, I don't know how I'm feeling. I looked at his mom. And so I changed the subject. I said, what do you like to do? What are you passionate about? He stood up. I had to look up at him because he was like 6'2", 3. He says, I like to draw. I said, oh, you're an artist. He said, yes, ma'am. And then put his head down. I said, no, put your head up. I said, listen. And I gave him a piece of paper. I said, can you draw me what you're feeling? Yes, ma'am. He drew. It took him 4 minutes, but he drew a picture of a broken heart with tears in it. And he gave it to me. And he said, this is what I'm feeling. Oh my goodness. I said, son, you're an artist. I said, you are gifted. I said, Mom, I said, this is your son's key to generational wealth. I said, this is the key to get you out of the poverty that you're in. I said, this is your key to leaving a legacy, son. He just looked at me, eyes all big. What are you talking about? I said, you're an artist and this is brilliant. I said, that broken heart is you, isn't it? He said, how did you know? I said, I have the gift of discernment. I kind of know things. I said, I know that heart is you, that broken heart, but tell your mother what all of those tears are. And then he talked about The first tier, how he didn't get art supplies for Christmas. The second tier, how he didn't get any art things for his birthday. The third tier, how he kept getting in trouble because nobody listened to him. How he was bullied because he didn't play basketball because he was 6'2". Do you understand what I'm saying? This guy's gift, this is the key to his success. It's the key to his fulfillment, and it's the key to his peace. And I said, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Because let me tell you something. One of my best friends is an artist. I'm going to introduce you. I'm going to get you a mentor. Mom, your son would benefit from art therapy. You know, I said, this is the only person that I wouldn't let come. I said, I actually can't take you into school because I don't think you're ready for a comprehensive school. But the alternative school is where you need to be. And the principal's also a friend of mine. And then I will call and set that up for you. Okay. But do you know, I changed that guy's life. When he left, I saw it in his eyes. He was going to write. I was going to make sure he got supplies to do art. But that's just one small case of me using my gift of intuition to help a child who they alleged was a troubled child, but he wasn't. He just needed some guidance. He just needed to understand how to use his gift to make a difference in this world. I told him, you could own your own art studio. Okay. I said, you could sell your paintings for thousands of dollars. You are brilliant. If you can draw like that, you can probably paint like that. If you can paint like that, man, you're set for life. I gave him the confidence that he needed. You don't have to be 6'2" and play basketball. You can be 6'2" and draw. Okay. So that's just one example of how I help somebody. Another one, real quick, I want to tell you about was You Can Write Your Message class with Dr. Cheryl Wood. And we had to meet 4 people that we didn't know. And I was listening to my voice, my inner voice, to say, Theresa, who do you need to call? There was one person's name that I said, I need to call her. And so when I called her, we talked for a little bit. We were talking about 15 minutes, right? But I felt like I needed to talk to her more. So I said, tell me something. What's your passion? And she got real, real quiet. And so she got real quiet. And I said, okay, I'm going to educate you. I'm going to give you some wait time. I said, okay, let me back up. What's your gift? And then she was even more quiet. So then I told her, I know what your gift is. And she said, you do? I said, mm-hmm. I said, I have the gift of discernment. And I did know what her gift was, right? And so I made her tell me what her gift. I said, that is your gift. Now, what's your passion? And she told me. I said, okay, what are you going to do with that? How are you going to take that passion to gift and make it, live in your purpose, live in your divine assignment? Oh my God. That is supposed to be 15 minutes, ended up being a 2-hour phone call, ended up being her accountability partner for free. Like, I help people. I'm not one that's going to say, give me 5,000. No, I'll help you if you just ask, right? That's just what I do. I get my blessings back, right? Extremely well. And she's living in her purpose. I'm not mentioning her name, but she knows who it is. But that's just what I do. I have this gift that I use to share with the world to help people discover who they are, live in their divine assignment, and make a difference in the world. Because whatever your gift is, it's meant to be shared with the world. And that's where you're going to find, your inner peace and peace in the world.
Wow. That's amazing. You have some amazing stories. Wow. That's amazing. And it's really a gift to be able to see someone, identify what they carry, and then help them to bring it to life. That's a midwife's job right there. So, wow, that's amazing. Not everyone can do that at all. So,
when I coach women, one of the biggest things is fear of success.
Yes.
They feel they can't do it. And I said, oh my goodness, you can do anything you want to do. You just need to have a system and structure in place and some accountability for it.
Yeah. That's it right there. System in place, accountability. And I love that you were able to offer that. I love that you were able to help to restore, in him, when he drew, he probably thought I was just making scribbles, but no. He's talented, so that's really amazing. So for those persons who are joining us right now, maybe you just came on the live, we are talking about resilience. Dr. Theresa is sharing her stories with us, about her career as she walks it out as a peace ambassador. She's doing amazing work in her community and in her country as well, by extension. And of course, those of you who might not know, she's also one of our cover girls. So Dr. Theresa is one of our cover girls of our magazine. It's launching May 14th on Mother's Day. We're talking about mothers of resilient mothers, and I can't wait for you to read more about it. But I have to ask Dr. Theresa, what made you say yes to being one of the cover girls on the magazine?
What better way to spread the visibility and to be visible, more visible about the work that I'm doing on peace. It's not just the United States. It's not just in London. It's the world. And I said, if I get this cover and get my message out as a peace ambassador, what better way than to join this project? And I'm so thankful for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. What do you hope to accomplish? Because you said you want to get the message out, you want to get the visibility, of course, but what is your one main thing that when women read this magazine, what is your one main takeaway that you want them to be able to get?
Read my story and each one teach one. The lessons that I learned along the way, the steps that I took to be the peace ambassador, the person who I am. Don't let anyone create a narrative around who you are. You create your own narrative. For a long time, I used to listen to what other people thought. Like, oh, Theresa, you should be doing this. Oh, Theresa, you should be doing this. Girl, you need to be speaking right. You need to be singing. Listen to what God tells you that you need to do. Listen to the Spirit. I pray more than 3 times a day, definitely in the morning and definitely in the evening, and sometimes on the drive home from wherever I am. I'm a retired educator now, but I'm busier than ever. I'm so glad I'm doing this interview now because I'm on travel for the next 4 months, to Barcelona, to Milan, where else? The Bahamas, Mexico. I'm on travel, so I'm glad that I'm getting this interview in. But I want people to know that it starts with you. I'm a peace ambassador, but everybody should be a peace ambassador. One thing I really wanted to say is to parents and to caretakers, givers. The key to world peace is our children. We need to raise our children to be peaceful. When a baby is born, the first thing they learn is hope. If I cry, I hope they feed me. I hope they change me if I'm wet, or I hope they hold me if I'm cold. If you don't feed, change, or comfort, they're going to cry. When they're going to cry, they're not going to trust you. When a child doesn't trust, you can't love. And what's the opposite of love? It's hate. We have people now who are grown people that never had the virtue of hope, that never trusted their caregivers. And the next thing you know, they're 2, 3, 4, 5 in school, wreaking havoc, then going to school, beating up the roommate, then going into the world of work and then blowing up the place. Are you watching the news lately? Like there is something wrong. But if we teach our children to be kind and empathetic, if we love them the way they need to be loved and nurtured, if we show them what love looks like, if we meet the virtues of hope, will, purpose, and confidence by age 5, then we're doing a really good job of having a healthy child go into elementary school. There was a few years back, there was a study in South Carolina where people were going into elementary schools looking at the 3rd grade students to see how many prisons they needed. Now, that's crazy because it costs more to incarcerate than it does to educate. So I'm all about education. Each one teach one. Be peaceful. Love. The Bible said, love thy neighbor as thyself.
That's right.
Love
That's right.
your enemies. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they should be called the children of God. So all of us can be peace ambassadors.
That's right. Oh, wow. I just love it. I just love it. But we have to take another break here, and we're going to be right back. We're seeing some comments that are in the section right now, but we're going to take a break for an ad, and we'll be right back. So stay with us.
Queen's Mindset, under Battered, Bruised, Not Broken, presents the annual Ladies Buffet Brunch. June 24th, we head on over to the Hilton Resort from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for this grand occasion. It's an event designed to empower women from all walks of life. Early bird tickets, $175. Regular tickets, $200. And once you're a member, your tickets go at $175. Dress code is pajama wear. Your speakers include Vicky Otorina, Marcia Hennis, Nicole Kenwood-Brown, and Natalie Murray. All hosted by Kimisha King.
That's right. It's happening on June 24th at the Hilton Hotel right here in Barbados. If you are here in Barbados or maybe you want to fly in, we welcome you. Grab your tickets. If you are a member, it's just $175. If you're not a member, it's $200 Barbados dollars, which is 100 US. And if you want to see you in the room, we're talking to all of our ladies. We're talking about the wounds that you are carrying. We're dealing with things like rejection, and we're dealing with unforgiveness, self-sabotage, low self-esteem, all of those things that we carry and we don't recognize that we are carrying, and it's causing us to get illnesses that we don't even realize are attached to these things. So you want to be in that room. We're having phenomenal speakers. You heard the lineup right there. You don't want to miss it. Tell a friend to tell a friend and be there. And of course, the food is going to be amazing. So you don't want to miss it. So let's head right back to our Dr. Theresa as we begin to wrap up. I want to ask you before we go, what there might be something on your heart right now that you might want to share. Maybe I didn't get an opportunity to ask you, but you just feel it tugging in your spirit. You want to share it right now with our viewers. I want you to go right ahead and share it with them.
Yes, I am 65 years old. I didn't start peaking and living really in my purpose until I was about 50 years old. But here's the thing. Don't stop. Be persistent. Be resilient. I've always said, this is my personal quote, life is but a short road to our ultimate destiny. Make peace, have compassion, and learn to love before you get there. That's what I want to leave you with.
Amazing. Make peace and have compassion. So, guys, you have heard it right here from our peace ambassador, Dr. Theresa Moseley. She's doing phenomenal things. You're going to hear so much more about her. For those persons right now who are watching and maybe they've connected with your story and they're like, oh my goodness, I need to connect with her because I might want her to come and speak with our people. Tell us where they can connect with you, where they can reach you, those persons who might be interested in learning more about your books. Tell them where they can source them as well.
Yes, one-stop shopping. I have a website. It's called creatingambassadorsofpeace.com, all small letters. There on the front page, if you want to meet with me, I'll give you a 30-minute interview at no charge. The second page is my bookstore. I have 16 books, and half of them are on peace and purpose and passion. I have one book, 2 decades apart. That's my only nonfiction. It's a love story, but you will love it. Ava and Aaron. On the next page, I have an event page. And because I'm out of the country so much, you can see where I am. So you'll know when you can meet with me if you want to meet with me. And then I also have a media page. I also have a YouTube channel, Dr. Theresa A. Moseley, Moseley. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I wrote a song called Passion, Purpose, Peace for my anthology. And if you're ever having a bad day, listen to that song. I wrote that song, and it will make you feel good. It's a feel-good song. And also, you can reach me on all social media at Dr. Theresa A. Moseley, including Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn.
Amazing. Dr. Theresa, thank you so much. We definitely enjoyed it. We can see from our comments, persons are saying it's a powerful story, very enlightening. They're really enjoying it. It's very interesting. So thank you for sharing tonight with us and being so transparent, sharing from your heart. We definitely enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You are welcome. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are wrapping up right now. But before we go, we have one more ad for you. I don't want you to miss this. So stick around and we'll be right back to close out.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to glow! Introducing the Glow Rewards Loyalty Card. With your free Glow Rewards Loyalty Card, you'll get access to discounts on leading beauty brands like Cetaphil, BioBalance, Palmer's, Cream of Nature, Cantu, and Tree Hut. You also get free delivery right to your door. Sign up today. For more details, visit us on Instagram at Brighton Stokes Glow Rewards or call 467-2222. The glow up is real. Sign up today for your Glow Rewards Loyalty Card and get ready to glow.
That's right. Get ready to glow. So, if you've heard about it, we are having on June 24th, we're having our Ladies Buffet brunch. This is our annual event. And guess what? What you just watched is Glow Rewards. What does this mean? This means that if you signed up to be a part of the Ladies Buffet brunch, you get an automatic opportunity to gain your card so you can get your rewards. If you're shopping at Brighton's here in Barbados, you can get a lot of rewards with this card. And guess what? You don't have to wait to June to be able to shop with them and gain these rewards. You can sign up today, and because you have signed up, you get that opportunity to go ahead and sign up for this reward loyalty card. So it's a phenomenal. So you don't want to sleep on this. Go right ahead to our website. Click the link at www.queensmindset.net or go to our Instagram page. Click our bio. It takes you right there. You'll be able to sign up for the upcoming event. You don't want to miss this. I can't wait to see the ladies in their pajamas because it's going to be so amazing. So thank you guys once again for joining us here tonight. We had an amazing time hearing from Dr. Theresa on a woman of resilience and all the amazing things that she's doing out there in the world. And of course, don't forget, May 14th, our magazine is coming out. It's talking about mothers of resilience. You don't want to miss their stories. I can't wait for you to hear all about it. So keep in tune with us. Keep checking our website. Keep continuing to come onto our Instagram and our Facebook page, and all the information will be right there. Have an amazing night, everyone, and be safe out there.
Ladies and gentlemen.